So Etsy is known to be a place that many people come to buy just not seasonal products, but also personalized products. And there is a specific season that's coming up in the mom niche that I believe would do extremely well if you are able to catch the trending designs early. And I want to share with you how easy it is for you to actually find these designs and start incorporating them into your own product listings. I want to share with you all of that coming up next. So welcome back to the video, my friends. You're new here. My name is Jay, and on this channel, I teach you how to make income online by creating and selling your own products. So if you like content like this, then consider subscribing to my channel. So one of the best combinations I believe you can sell with any print-on-demand products is combining seasonal with personalized opportunities for you to sell these things to your customers. And the softball mom niche is a great space for you to create these seasonal and personalized products that I believe can do extremely well this year. Now, I have found several products to do extremely well and they're actually trending right now on Etsy in regards to this specific niche. And the way I was able to find that is by using a great research tool by the name of Everbee. Everbee can actually show you all the different type of data that Etsy may not show you. That can help you in regards to finding the right products to create. They show you just not the sales data for the entire year or the entire lifetime of the listing, but also to see what has been done in the last 30 days. And I think that is an extreme asset in regards to trying to find products that are actually trending right now. And Everbee goes a step further by doing all of this right here in Etsy so that you can stay focused on your product research without jumping from screen to screen or from program to program. So if you want to check out Everbee on your own, they also kind of give my audience a discount code to get started with their research software, so you can actually start gaining some sales as well, like I'll share with you in today's video. I'm actually leave all the details down in my description box below for you to get started on your own and to see if this is best for your print-on-demand business. All right, so here we are in Etsy. One of the things we definitely want to focus on is the specific person that we want to target, which is a mom. We know Mother's Day is coming up, but more specifically, we want to go down even further in the niche to actually serve a micro audience within the Mother's Day niche or just a mom person in general. And I think incorporating sports is a great way for you to really target a strong micro niche, especially if you are in the peak of that season. And one of the sports that I see to do extremely well as we come up to the peak of the season is a softball mom shirt. So I like to search up extremely broad here. If I'm doing anything in regards to product research, so I put softball mom, and I like to let Etsy auto populate for me because again, I know if it's being searched up in Etsy, most likely they are getting sales in regards to these type of products. All right, so this is our first product we see to work extremely well. It is a bestseller. It is showing us that red in demand that we always like to see. So we know we are targeting products that's going to generate us sales. And this is taken upon that specific, placement that I talked about in my recent videos, is that sometimes having the product design in different areas of the shirt can actually make you stand out even more. And so this is a very simple design. You can grab these elements from Creative Fabrica and just plug them in according to, what the customer wants to put in. Obviously, it is a personalized product, but simply having this softball design here in the pocket area and the name and the number on the back, it is truly just that simple for you to create a product like this. Now, I think you can stand out even more by putting text in the front of the design just by saying mama or mama's baseball girl or whatever or mama softball girl, whatever you want to target here. But as you can see, truly simple does sell, and this is extremely simple design here. Let's go into the details a little bit further to see how well this product has done and how long has this product been around for them to even get a bestseller badge. All right, so as we open up the analytics with Everbee, we see that this product has only been around for the last 30 days. Within that time frame, it has received 129 sales. So this is what I mean by it's important to find just not products that's doing well, but products that are doing well that have been recently listed on Etsy, because if they're generating, almost 150 sales just in the first month of its listing, just imagine the opportunities that you can start gaining as well by creating similar designs, not copying designs, obviously, but creating similar designs that can actually gain you sales as well by adding in different things that may be missing in this design here. But nonetheless, 129 sales here. The revenue is about 19 $100. And I think there's a lot of potential here with creating this type of design and this type of niche. All right, so the next design is kind of similar to what we talked about in regards to placement, having a design on the front and the back of the shirt itself. Now we can see that this design is taking upon, that popular theme of having letters or some type of text in the middle of the design with that lightning bolt. We've seen that done with the teacher niche in a retro leopard lightning bolt here. This one is a softball lightning bolt. So that's what I mean by seeing what elements are doing well and incorporating those things into other niches. And so it's simply says game day, game day, game day. That can easily be switched out with mama, 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 or whatever you want to call it. Mama, mom, softball mom. Just have specific text down the middle here. But again, what makes it stand out even more is adding in that personalization. And if you notice, both of the designs we saw so far is adding in that personalization. I think that is extremely key when you're trying to create a design for any type of sport, especially when we're talking about connecting a specific mom and a specific sport together and definitely creating that personalized experience. So we see this on the back again, utilizing those softball type of designs with letters and numbers. And we see, of course, bestseller got that red in demand that we oftentimes like to see. But again, there's a lot of potential here you can do, just not for a t-shirt, but you can put this on a sweatshirt and do just as well for this design. All right, so let's go in a little bit further to the analytics to see what we're doing here in regards to sales. This product has been around only for 2 months. Again, we see this is generating 59 sales. And again, we're coming up to the peak of the season, so we're going to see these sales increase as time go on. Almost $3,000 in sales. Of course, we got to be mindful that we have to take into in the account any type of sales they're doing and calculate that. But what I like to see is the monthly sales here is 50. That's what I mean by if we're getting closer to the season, we're getting closer to the buyer's interest, and obviously our sales are going to grow. So just in the last 30 days, it has received 50 sales, and that is only going to increase as time move on. Now here is a simple design I think anyone can really craft with whatever design software they're selling. Very easy text here. Those are my girls with just a little softball here in the middle. And again, what is our common theme with the mom sport niche? We have, of course, personalization, yet in a different way than what we've seen before. Simply just putting the heart in the middle of the design here and bringing in that specific numbers of who's ever a part of the team. Again, these things can increase. Sometimes I get orders where that it may showcase on the mock-up 2 hearts or 2 personalized names. Sometimes I get like 5 names on a design, and you got to be creative in regards to how you add that. But what do we see that's common here? Got to add that personalization. And if you see here, it doesn't really take a lot, right? We saw in the other designs, it had the name and the number. This one here, just adding the number for the jersey, which is extremely easy and actually can gain you sales. As we can see here, bestseller, we got that red in demand. This is always what we want to see here. And of course, we can oftentimes learn from the title, learn from the tags, and go in a little bit further and see those things with Everbee as well to see how what tags they're using and how they're gaining this type of traffic with this design here. But as you can see, you don't have to have any designs on the back of this t-shirt just for products to sell. That is an option, but this product is very simple to create and actually can gain you some huge amount of sales moving forward in this season. So as we open up the analytics again, this one here again has been around for 2 months, 73 sales again, but just in the last 30 days. This is why this is so important to see what has this done recently. It has received 34 sales. Now that may not seem like a lot to you, but again, if we're understanding the peak of the season with softball is coming up and we know this is only going to increase in sales, notice here just with 34 sales in the last month, it has received a bestsellers badge. This is what I mean by creating things ahead of the season so you can get early sales where that you don't have to compete with any other product, so you can get that bestsellers badge as quickly as possible. And most likely, if it has a bestsellers badge, it's going to rank on page 1. So that is the benefit about getting ahead of the season, getting ahead of other competitors, listing your products at a lower price. You can start gaining these sales early, reviews early, so you can gain the bestsellers badge early, so that when it does come peak time with just 34 sales, you already have a bestsellers badge, and there's less people to compete with, so you can actually rank higher on Etsy. That's one of my launch strategies I teach in my course, where I share with you exactly how to launch your products to gain quick sales, to gain quick reviews, and to gain a bestsellers badge extremely early. Now, if you have been in the print on demand niche, either selling sweatshirts or t-shirts, mugs or tumblers, I'm quite sure this phrase has come up somewhere in your, research process, which is in my whatever era, right? But we know we got to be, mindful of trademarks, and anything I talk about in today's video, you want to go to the trademark site. I plug it up here so you can do your own due diligence in regards to what is okay to sell. Nonetheless, this is a popular phrase that has been, interchanged with different type of focuses, different type of categories, different type of hobbies, different type of persons here. So we definitely want to incorporate that into our design and my more specifically softball mom era. And this truly is a template I think anybody should have in their arsenal in regards to designs, because only thing you really have to do is change out that specific area of interest with something else, right? In my softball era, in my baseball era, in my basketball era, all these things can be done. In my cheerleading mom era, you can just go on and on. In my hockey mom era, targeting those super high, hyper niches here. But the point here is that we want to take a popular phrase like this one and definitely graft that over into our specific interests in regards to micro niches. And so of course we always want to do our due diligence and see where we are in regards to interest for the buyer. Bestseller got that highlight red here, making it seem letting us know it is in demand. But one of the areas that we're not even talking about here is where's the personalization, right? We oftentimes know that sports is going to do extremely well with personalization. So if I see a product that is doing well and it does not have personalization or it does not have placement with things on the back of the design, this is what I mean by you want to find areas of gaps in the marketplace and fill those gaps with things to work well. We just covered 3 designs that had personalizations, and this design here does not. So this is what I mean by that's a gap. Let's fill in that gap and add in personalization, and that's how we can stand above this competition here. Now going in a little bit further with our analytics here, again listed in the last 2 months. Do we see a common theme here? All these things have been recently listed and they are already receiving a bestsellers badge with only 32 sales in the past month. Again, getting ahead of the season to get these products up and listed in time so that we can rank easier and get that bestsellers badge and seem more appealing to the audience that is going to come and purchase these type of products in tons of sales here. So even though you may not see high sales here, understand we got to get ahead of the season to get that bestsellers badge and start rocking and rolling when the season do come. Nonetheless, here 46 sales and 32 sales in the last month, highlighting here already received that bestsellers badge. And again, they can do even further here by adding in some type of personalization or even some type of different product here, put it on a sweatshirt, and definitely making this product stand out even more. Now, this last product is truly, I believe, outstanding, because if you have been hanging out with Creative Fabrica and seen any designs lately, this design here is right on Creative Fabrica. This softball mom design is literally, picked and plucked from the pre-made print-on-demand designs that's already on Creative Fabrica. But this is the strategy that I don't think a lot of people are realizing that can happen, that I just want to tell you now. You can take a pre-made design, and just like this customer or this seller did here, and they add it to the design by doing what? Adding in personalization on the sleeve of the design. So what I'm saying here is that it don't even have to take you a lot of design experience for you to create these type of products. Of course, we don't want to add to the design here, just not put the POD products up here. We want to add some type of value for the customer, and number 2, to make our product stand out even more if someone is using similar designs. But the point here, this person has used a pre-made print-on-demand design from Creative Fabrica. I know they have, because I have used this personally myself in other listings. But they added in that popular sleeve personalization that we know has done extremely well over multiple different product categories. And this is a strategy, if you want to use it, that I think can do it extremely well moving forward here. So we see this is a bestseller. We see that high in demand product, indication as well. And we definitely want to earn these type of sales moving forward on our shop as well. And as a quick side note, if you can see here, just by getting into a new category, right? Everything we saw so far was t-shirts. But if you take these designs and uniquely recreate them in your special way by adding in more value and you take those designs and plug them into a whole different category like sweatshirts, that can just drop the level of competition significantly, but also elevate your visibility and obviously your sales and help you get these sales like bestsellers badges here within that short amount of time. So there's a lot of strategies that can take place here in regards to how you can make your product stand out even more, and definitely be mindful of the season in crafting those designs to meet the interest of the buyers. Now for our final look today at our last product that I believe you should sell, the analytics here with Everbee shows this product has been around for 6 months. Again, almost received 300 sales, but here's the significant point I want to see: just with 43 sales. And that's not a lot of sales, y'all. That's not a lot of sales at all. But in the last 30 days, 43 sales. It has received that bestsellers badge and carrying strong with it. Again, not crazy sales here, even with the total amount of sales. But again, when you get into a micro niche, when you get into a product category, when you get into a specific seasonal product that doesn't really have a lot of competition, and you're able to highlight key components in regards to what buyers want and filling in those gaps, it's going to be extremely easy for you to get that bestsellers badge in time for the peak of the season, so you can rank even higher on Etsy. And this is just another example of products that had not even been around for 7 months, a year, but still getting a bestsellers badge without having a ton of amount of sales. And so you can definitely do the same thing, incorporating these popular designs, of course not copying them, but incorporating them in your own unique way and finding those gaps in the market to add tons of value to your customer that's already coming on Etsy to find products just like this. So as you can see, the softball mom niche is a great space for you to create these type of seasonal and personalized products, and I think can do extremely well this year on Etsy. Now, if you're new to print on demand and you're not sure how to get started, I have created a free print on demand starter course where it teaches you everything you need to do to actually start and list your first product online. I share with you step by step and click by click. If you want to check out my free course, I'll make sure I leave all the details down in my description box below. And if you like content like this and you want to see more of how to grow your sales on Etsy, consider subscribing to my channel here and watch this next video where I teach you how to create top trending designs you can start selling right now on Etsy. As always, my friends, my name is Jay, and I will see you in the next video.